Good morning, my dear viewers and friends. Today, in the series of Truth of Astrology, I am before you with a new episode, and the title is Conflict of Bhagya and Prarabdha. Well, friends, if we take astrology as a genre, just as a genre, we are mistaken. Although astrology is, of course, a genre, it is really an unavoidable part of our life, which explains so many things to guide us to be prosperous and progressive, and to avoid problems and illusions which ensnare our life. There is nothing like miracle in astrology, as it is generally described foolishly and ignorantly by so called astrologers who are unqualified. In the present era of economic world, 99% astrologers explain astrology in a pragmatic way, only to get profit out of the sufferings and sorrows of the human being. They are not concerned with honesty and morality, and go on just to misexplain the religious texts, our holy Vedas, and astrology, only to earn money by befooling people by their fallacious and ambiguous explanations of this pious genre. They are exploiting the innocent, suffering people. If you take into consideration the very first lines of Mahabharata, where Dhritarashtra asks Sanjay, Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samveta yuyutsava mamaka pandvaschaiv kim kuruvat Sanjaya. Just think over it deeply. Dharma Kshetra is our ninth house of the horoscope, and the 10th house is Kurukshetra. Well, the ninth house is of the house of religion and religious views, and 10th house is of karma. Now, see the wonderful explanation about our conflict in life of Bhagya and Prarabdha. It shows that whenever we long for something or desire for something, it leads us to the detached. It leads us to detachment. Whenever we desire for something, it is Rahu that activates. It begets the desires, as well as it is the planet which enforces us to start something, to do something, and creates illusions. It means it is the commencement of any action or karma when Rahu activates. And the result of that karma, of that particular karma which we do, is related to Ketu. It means Ketu is the completion. So here Ketu, the planet, becomes the planet which pushes us for the completion of that particular desire or action or karma. And the theory behind it is that whenever we do the karmas or actions, it leads us towards the detachment from that result. It happens generally, and we see in our life that whenever we desire for something, it goes in vain. So we can see that attachment leads towards the detachment. We can see that Dharmaraj Yudhishthira begets a desire for their sons, and it deprived him from his sons, and they all died. If you take an example from Ramayana, Dasrath begets a desire for his beloved son Rama, and the desire of attachment led him to detachment, and the result is that he could not see him even during the time of his death. The meaning is that if we do any karma, we should do without the desire to get the result. Because whenever we do any karma selfishly, the feeling of attachment for the result becomes the pap karma, and it leads to detachment. It is a fact and a truth. The meaning to say this is that a continuous conflict of bhagya and prarabdha goes on in everybody's life. Our past life karma and present life karma plays a major role in getting the result of our karmas. The karmas indicate our 10th house of the horoscope, and the result depends upon the bhagya bhav, that is 9th house. The meaning is that the astrology is not only a generic, it is as well deeply related with our life and its happenings.